welcome back to my channel. So today's layout is another layout for the Peartree Cutfiles online crop last weekend, and this is a mood board challenge, and I decided to pick the colours out of the mood board. Firstly, I must apologise because some of this video does get cut off. I forgot to press the record button again when I was finishing the layout off, so apologies about that. What I've done is I've cut the Feeling Festive cut file out of silver glitter card, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to raise the negative parts up onto foam pads just to give it a bit of dimension. And the photos that I'm scrapping today are photos of my little boy when we went to our local garden centre, and he's just trying on some of the Christmas decorations, the Santa hat, and there was a little bell necklace light and it lit up and he loved it. So because the necklace is circles, they're like jingle bells, I've decided to cut my pattern paper out in these circles using, I think it was a 2-inch punch, and I've cut the circles out in green, red and some of the more silver glitter paper, and I'm using bits of my Simple Stories Jingle All The Way collection for this. Also using some Bramble Fox red glitter stars. So I'm just I've popped a tag behind the photo and I'm just trying to position where everything's going, just really trying to get an idea of how I want the layout to look once it's finished. So I'm popping some of these circles up onto foam pads just to give it a bit of extra dimension, and I'm going to use some of the stickers from the Simple Stories collection as well. So just getting the circles all stuck down into place, and then I can start positioning my photographs and my embellishments on this. I went with the red and green colour theme from the mood board. There was lots on there to choose from, but it was as soon as I saw the reds and the greens and the photographs, they sort of gave me a Christmas feel. So I have had this cut file cut out for quite a while now and not used it yet, so I thought it was the perfect time to use this cut file. Each challenge for the Peartree cut file cyber crop had to use a Peartree cut file, so this one was perfect for this layout and for the mood board. So yeah, just popping these onto some foam pads and getting everything stuck into position. So now, just once I've got these all stuck down into position, I'm gonna start working on my photographs. The photographs have already been backed on a white card, and then I'm going to frame the photographs onto some of the coordinating green card, and then there will be that green tag behind the photographs as well. And this layout came together quite easily actually once I decided on the circles. The circles really were really perfect for this layout. Like I say, the necklace was like little jingle bells, so you can see the jingle bells round his neck and in the background of the main photograph. And they flashed and played music. So, and the little Santa hat headband that I liked as well. The garden centre we went to, they always have a festive display open every year, so it's always nice to take him up there. And we still went, even though obviously COVID and everything. I took him during the week when the older two were back at school, so it wasn't as busy. And it was a really nice walk round. It was quiet, it was well organised, one way in, one way out, everyone kept the distance. So yeah, it was definitely worth the visit. And they always do something different every year. And now he's getting older. He'll be 3 in April. Now he's getting older, he absolutely loves Christmas and things. When he was a baby, he didn't so much. He wasn't even interested in the lights. So it's nice now he's actually interested in Christmas. So yeah, I'm just adding some silver thread to my tag, and I was going to try and do a cluster of silver thread, but because it's on a yarn and the thickness of the thread, I couldn't get it to cluster very well, so I scrapped that. So just getting my photos ready now to stick down into place. And I popped a few foam pads at the top of the tag just to lift the top of the tag up at the top, just for some more dimension. I'm just going to pop that smaller photo behind the cut file, and then the cut file will just slightly sit over the top of the photographs, like that. So just going to get this cut file stuck down into place now. Just going to use some wet glue. Using my fine line applicator. And then the negative parts of the cut file I pop onto foam pads, just so you can see a little bit of more dimension through the cut files, just so it's not too flat to the page. Just adds a bit more interest to the layout, and you'll be able to see that better once you get to the end and see the close-ups. And these bramble fox stars that you can see just to the right, they're a glittery red, and some older ones which are a silver, and I add them onto the layout as well, because they were perfect for this. They're red and silver. And I thought I'd better start using some of my stash this year. I've been using, in some of my previous layouts this year, I have been using some old papers, some old bits of stash, try and getting some of them used up. I've reorganised all my craft room, so I've got everything organised, so it's a lot easier to find. Found some bits that I forgot about, which was nice, and got all my flares organised as well. Found some flares that I forgot I'd got. So yeah, just trying to get a bit of stash used up this year, even if it's only just like little bits on separate layouts. I'm still quite pleased with how it's going this year so far. So what I've done now is I've just added some of the cut-offs of the circles where they were just hanging off the page, and I'm just popping them back on just to fill some little gaps in there. So now I'm just going to put a little colour strip. I had the feeling it felt a little bit bare. So what I've done is I've just added 2 strips of pattern paper, a piece of pattern paper and a bit of pattern card down the left hand side. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add this little bit of pom-pom trim down the left hand side as well. I did try to glue it on, but it wasn't having any of it, so I had to stick it down with some double-sided tape, just for a little bit of extra interest. So that pom-pom tape on the left hand side, pom-pom ribbon down the left hand side, sorry. So just distressing the edges of that paper and that card, and then just sticking the strips down that left hand side, and then attaching the pom-pom trim as well. And then I'm going to move on to sticking the negative parts of the cut file. So yeah, here you can see I'm trying to stick it down with glue, and it just it wasn't having any of it. So I resorted to double-sided tape, and it stuck down perfectly with the double-sided tape. So yeah, and then that's that side done. Just getting that stuck down into position there. You'll see that again on the close-ups at the end. Pom-pom trim's lovely, especially for Christmas. I think it adds, looks like little baubles. So that, yeah, you can see the pom-pom trim on the left there. So just adding the negative parts in now of the cut file, popped up onto some foam pads, and that just, I did lose a little bit of the middle of the T, but that little bit that goes, the T and the G, I lost that little bit, so that bit had to be left out. The Christmas tree, which is the replacement for the eye and the star at the top. Just popping these Bramble Fox stars about now, and that just gives a bit more of effect of Christmas stars. If I'd have done the cut file in gold, I would have gone with my gold stars. I've got some of the, you see the red glitter ones, they also come with gold glitter stars as well. But like I said, I'd already had this cut file cut out, so it had to be silver. I had to work with what I'd already got cut out. So just adding some little phrases there, and just some little more embellishments from the Simple Stories kit. A little bright, let's jingle. This is where the video cut off. So I'm just adding some, I just got everything stuck down, add a cluster of red thread on the right hand side, and just writing my journaling in white pen. The top left, I added some enamel dots as well. I stuck one of the silver letters, the silver stars to the left hand side, and some glittery enamel dots, and a little phrase there. My favourite sound is Christmas. My favourite view is Christmas lights. So, and then just add in a white doodly border. So thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.